After spending a month down under creating guides in the darkness, I was hoping to finally emerge to once again return to making some for up above. But then we got the Renona WeWork, and then we had to spend a good week expanding that. And then some bearded idiot got sick and needed surgery, which set us back a good week and a half. And if that wasn't enough, Bloody Wartox came out, and then we needed to cover him. All this to say, we've been busy, but I am glad to say that it is time to get going on some guides for the surface again. And today, we start with something that not a whole lot of people tend to talk about. And that's how to go from making your portal look like this to your portal looking like this, folks. But first, we might need to play some chicken with some rocks from above. To do that, we need to locate a meteor field, and there are several in your game at all times. Now, these fields can actually vary in size and location, but you will primarily find them within rock biomes or even the mosaic biome. And a surefire way to determine if you are in one of these fields is to look to find what look like scratch marks littered about the ground. What they actually are spots where meteors have crashed into the ground, leaving behind some like burned craters of sorts. And you can tell how soon after one has fallen from the sky, giving the coloring of them. The darker they are, the more recently a meteor shower has passed on through. And yet another way to know you're in the right place is to find actual meteors still intact. Now, these aren't exactly what we are here for, but we will need the moon rocks that still come from them. So please do yourself a favor and nab some. There is a 60% chance for a third to drop from the rock, and a 30% chance for even a fourth as well. So hopefully you do get lucky and get a good chunk out of them. And oh, you will also know where you happen to be if you get beamed in the frickin' noggin by some flamin' flying rocks. But, I really don't recommend you doing that. But after all that is said and done, hopefully you will eventually stumble upon your prize within one of your meteor fields, and that's this, the Suspicious Boulder. It does have a very unique look when compared to the other meteors, but unfortunately, it has a random chance of quote-unquote spawning in when a meteor crashes on the ground. But it can be mined all the same. And doing so will net you very similar loot to that of a normal meteor. However, it comes with a very special surprise, the Celestial Orb. Magnificent. With the orb in hand and your butt back at the portal, you can actually drop the orb wherever you wish to, and it will float and shine whenever you are near it. But that's not all. When in close proximity to the Celestial Orb, the player gains access to a whole new crafting tab, the Celestial tab. Within it, you will find two recipes, one for an item called the Moonrock Idol, and the other called a Portal Paraphernalia. The Portal Paraphernalia is actually the one we are after first, and with it, we can begin to construct our new toy. So go ahead and take it out of your inventory, mouse on over the florid postern, and begin construction of the Celestial Portal. The florid postern will look like it is under construction, which is a lovely touch, but let's go about discussing how to go about getting what we will need to finish the build. Well, actually, we really are just going to cover how to create the purple moon lens, really. To create a cratered moon rock, the very thing that will house the gem needed to create the moon lens we are after, we will need an alchemy engine and 3 moon rocks to boot. So get what you need and nab one for yourself. By the by, you will be able to socket any type of gem in these things, not just the purple one like we are about to. To get a purple gem, obtain a red and blue one through any means necessary, and then you can actually refine them into a purple one via a shadow manipulator. And once finished, you can then drop the cratered moon rock on the ground, and with the prompt to socket it ready to go, just go ahead and do so, and boom, you will have yourself a purple moon lens ready to roll. But FYI, killing a clockwork bishop guarantees a purple gem as well. So if you are struggling to create one yourself, murder is always the answer. With everything in hand, head on back to constructing the celestial portal and place the needed materials within it. But don't worry about placing more than 20 of the needed moon rocks, as the craft itself will return the extras that you put in. So go ahead and click build, and a lovely animation will play to welcome a new age of portal goodness. So bye bye Florid Postern. But what does it do exactly? Well, it really only serves one purpose for the time being, and to unlock that purpose, we need one of those moon rock idols that we mentioned earlier. So go ahead and craft one, and as Maxwell suggests, it seems to me like we will be offering something to someone much higher up on the pyramid than we are. And seeing as this is Don't Starve, there is always something dark beneath the surface. Offering one of these moon rock idols is seen as a mark of death by our many survivors here, and the process that occurs is quite jarring for them, I imagine. So if you go ahead and offer the idol, each character will reclaim a message, Maxwell's being one of my favorites, and then they will be banished from the constant, only to be subjected to a choice: go back again as who I was, or walk a new path. Yes, the Celestial Portal allows the player to change characters while still remaining in the very world that they had just left. And that means you will keep your map progress and any items that you had in your inventory before you despawned. But this can be used to your advantage in many ways. Like having Winona set up catapults for big bads, only then to switch to Wolf to smack 'em dead far easier and way more efficiently. Or maybe even switch to a resource powerhouse like Maxwell to gather a ton of crap for ya, only to switch back to your main later so you can keep playing. The possibilities are there to take, and it's made possible only with the Celestial Portal. But for now, folks, I am done. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps some of ya, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.